What's going on, NBL Network? We're back with another episode of the Final Minutes, season number 24, broadcast number 99. We got the 15-1 Detroit Lions taking on the 15-1 Washington Redskins. Lions are currently on a 13-game winning streak. Redskins on a 14-game winning streak. This is the NFC Championship game. We're going to pick up at the start of the fourth quarter, a struggling Lions offense down 5. Lions currently have 7 points. Redskins have 12. We got the number 1 defense in the Washington Redskins taking on the number 1 offense in the Detroit Lions.
Fourth quarter, 4 wide receivers out there and 1 tight end. That looks like they're setting up the wide receiver screen. It is not open, so Stafford takes the corner route and a missed tackle, and he's got a lot of room. Nobody is catching him. Steven Katula, touchdown, Detroit Lions.
I'm speechless. How does that happen? You've got a man up 3 deep. You've got a deep safety. The corner route was the bailout route there. It was supposed to be a screen pass. Stafford throws it to the bailout, gets bailed out. I'm just speechless right now. How
Anyone
that
else
happens
feel like
if
we're
you're
watching
Washington?
a football game? It's like the Twilight Zone out here.
Yeah, this whole game has been one folly after another.
I think it's the first time on NBL Live anybody has used the word folly. Thank you, Grandpa.
I try to expand the vocabulary, especially I take that vocabulary back to the Depression days. That's where we lived a lot.
You got that big bicycle with the 1 giant wheel and the 2 tiny ones in the back. Ride that around town. Who doesn't love vaudeville?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, vaudeville's great. The dying art, 14-12, Detroit on top. Washington has the ball on the 25-yard line. It's going to be 4 tight ends out there for Riley Rodenhauser and Keith Marshall in the backfield, 1st and 10. It's going to be a handoff to Marshall right up the middle, and those 4 tight ends didn't help blocking right up the middle, as it's going to be only a 2-yard gain for Marshall, going to bring up a 2nd and 8.
No one was really helping on that blocking play. You've got a heavy set there. You run up the middle against the 3 down line in front, and you get 2 yards. That is a loss for that play.
2nd and 8, shotgun formation for Rodenhauser. He's got 3 over to the right, 1 over to the left. He's been dropping back to pass here on 2nd and down. He's got a lot of time, and he throws it to Keith Marshall. Flag on the play, and it's going to be a roughing the passer on the Detroit Lions, so they're going to get an additional 15 yards on the 47-yard line. And if you're looking at the penalty battle right now, Sonny, the Detroit Lions, well, they have committed a lot of them in this game.
And honestly, at this point, it comes down to who makes the most mistakes, because this game has been a game of mistakes, not of games of plays, but game of mistakes, and we'll see who makes the biggest mistake down the stretch.
Rodenhauser under center, 2 wide receivers, 1 tight end on the left side of that formation. Looks like they're setting up a screen pass. It is to Marshall, and he's got a lot of room. He's got the 1st down and a little bit more up to the 39-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. Riley Rodenhauser has not had a good game. He's thrown 3 interceptions, but the Detroit Lions have bailed out this Washington team, and they are right in this game with an opportunity to go to the Super Bowl as they have the ball on the 39-yard line. Rodenhauser coming out under center, 3 tight ends, 2 on the right, 1 on the left, 1 wide receiver, split out wide left. And Matt Jones into the game at running back. Rogers coming in motion over to the left side of that formation. It's going to be a handoff to Jones right up the middle, and the Lions were ready for that one. Only a yard on that one. It's going to bring up a 2nd and 9.
Matt Jones has not performed in this game. I would not give him another touch. I could get out there and fall forward for half a yard. What the hell are you doing, Matt Jones?
2nd and 9. Riley Rodenhauser under center. Battle coming in motion over from the right side. Doxson split out left. Rodenhauser dropping it off underneath to Battle, who catches it and gets down to the 31-yard line. Give him 7 yards on that play. And a big 3rd and 2 for the Detroit Lions defense, needing a stop here to hold Washington to only a field goal.
And Washington needs to score here. Whatever they do, come away with points, get the lead in this. 3rd and 2, I would give it to Keith Marshall. I think I trust him in this situation.
3rd and 2, Rodenhauser come out I formation, 2 wide receivers split out to the left side of the formation. Jordan Reed on the right side, Marshall at the top of that I. 3:46 and counting to go here in the game. It is a handoff to Keith Marshall, who has the 1st down and more. He's up to the 23-yard line, 8 yards on that play. Sonny, they give it to their workhorse, and the workhorse got exactly what they needed.
Listen to Sonny Weaver. You're going to be okay. We're going to have a good time if you listen to Sonny Weaver.
That got creepy at the end. I don't know if I like this, Sonny. 1st and 10 for the Washington Redskins. Give me a handoff to Matt Jones, and Look, he got nothing there. Maybe they should just stop bringing in Matt Jones because he has 3 carries for a yard and hasn't got anything going in this game.
Matt Jones does not deserve to be on the field in this big of a moment. Keith Marshall is the guy that needs to stay in there, get the yards, and make something happen.
Keep paying attention to the clock, folks. We are now under 3 minutes to go here in the game. Riley Rodenhauser in the shotgun. He's been dropping back to pass. Blitz picked up, and then he fumbled the ball, and Detroit has picked it up. Ziggy Ansah with the recovery, and Detroit forced a huge turnover on the Washington Redskins.
Critical play alert, critical play alert. Fumble by Redskins undrafted starting quarterback Riley Rodenhauser. The lowest paid starting quarterback in the Madden Bomber League in season 24. He was only making $765,000. Many considered him average. This could have been the most detrimental play to the Washington Redskins season. With less than 3 minutes left, can the Washington Redskins overcome this monumental turnover?
One of the game, Sonny.
Sonny Weaver splash play, folks. Drink, baby. I'm out.
I can't do it anymore.
I'm out. I got nothing left. I'm all drunk, drank. I don't even know anymore. I'm out.
Look, Vegas is out of alcohol now. There have been so many turnovers. There's no more alcohol in Las Vegas, as that's a 4-yard loss on first down. The turnovers have been plentiful here in the NFC Championship game. I have nothing.
I got nothing.
I have nothing. This is. I mean, seriously, folks. These two teams are truly two of the best here in the NBL. 30-2 combined in the regular season. And maybe this is a little bit of their defense is showing up today, but there's been a lot of questionable decisions on both sides of the ball. 2nd and 14. Stafford dropping back to pass, looking deep over the middle. It is tipped up and incomplete. Another dangerous throw by Matt Stafford. And the clock stops with 2:15 to go, and now Detroit needs to convert a 3rd and 14.
That just as easily could have been an interception as well.
And almost
I'm
splash
speechless.
Play. That was an almost splash play.
I can't take any more.
There's no more color commentary to be had, folks. Sonny Weaver is retiring now. 3rd and 14, 5 wide receivers for Matt Stafford. 3 to the right, 2 to the left. Now a man coming in motion over to the right side. 3rd and 14. It's a pump fake, and Stafford is looking deep down the field. He takes a hit. Ball comes out. It's an incomplete pass. And now the Lions are going to be punting it back to the Washington Redskins. Sonny, they didn't take a lot of time on the clock. They threw the ball twice. Do you like the play calling by the Detroit Lions?
Well, no, I don't. I don't like anything that's happened here, basically on either team's offensive side of the ball right now. So now you give the ball back to Washington. They just need a field goal to win the game. They've got they've got 2 timeouts, but they got the 2-minute warning. So they've basically got the whole complement of timeouts. They've got 2 minutes. They've got a ton of time. I think Washington right now is in great position, get in field goal range, kick the field goal, win the game, get out of here in what may go down as the sloppiest game in NBL history.
Washington going to be kicking into the wind. Don't forget that one, folks. 1st and 10. Riley Rodenhauser under center. 2 tight ends, 2 wide receivers. It's going to be a handoff to Keith Marshall over the left side. Great blocking. He's got a lot of room. He's down to the 50. He's to the 40.
Fall down. Fall down.
20.
Fall down.
Keith Marshall, welcome to the NFC Championship. Touchdown, Redskins.
Keith Marshall, you are an idiot, sir. Let me just go ahead and put that on record. You fall down at that 20-yard line. You stay in the field goal range. You run the clock out. You win this game. Instead, you score that touchdown, and now you're giving the ball back to one of the most clutch players in NBL to go down the field, score a touchdown, win this game. If Washington loses this game, Keith Marshall should be cut.
72 yards for the score, and Sonny Weaver already calling for him to be cut because of it. It's going to be a kickoff to the Detroit Lions. It lands in the end zone, picked up by the Lions, who runs out of the back of the end zone. They're going to get the ball on the 25-yard line. All 3 timeouts. Sonny, if you're the Washington Redskins, what are you doing defensively to try to hold the Matt Stafford Express from going into the end zone?
Well, you're punching Keith Marshall in the nuts and telling him to fall down on the 20-yard line.
That won't help anyone. That will distract them from what they need to do, Sonny. Matt Stafford drops back to pass, tosses it underneath. It is complete to, it looks like that is Whistler Ridgeway with the catch down to the 39-yard line. Matt Stafford, excuse me, that was Gilbert DeGear with the catch. Matt, it's unbelievable. Sonny, are you going to be inviting Keith Marshall over to your house for dinner later?
Keith Marshall is off all of my Christmas card mailing list. He doesn't get the picture of me with my dog. He doesn't get the picture even with me and my cat, who's my second. That goes to my second level Christmas card recipients.
First and 10, Matt Stafford driving back to pass. Minute 20 to go. Toss it underneath to Catula. It is complete down to the 45-yard line. Give him 6 yards off on that one. And now the hurry-up offense is coming for the Detroit Lions. Stafford staying in the shotgun, 2 tight ends. Come up under center, 2 wide receivers. Bubba Dillon in the backfield, minute 5 and counting. Stafford dropping back to pass. Looking deep over the middle, a massive overthrow, and it's intercepted by the Redskins. He's going to get it up to the 39-yard line. And, Sonny, does this bail out Keith Marshall at all?
Keith Marshall is now the guy that will be forgotten in this game. Now, Matthew Stafford, you're off my mailing list. Matthew Stafford may have just had the biggest choke game I've ever seen in NBL. 5 turnovers you can attribute to this man. He gave away a chance at a Super Bowl in what I would call an easy Super Bowl win over the Kansas City Chiefs. And now you're left wondering, what the heck were you doing, Matthew Stafford?
I don't think we can count the Eric Ebron fumble as one to Matt Stafford. So maybe just give him 4 turnovers in this game. Sonny, a little harsh on Matt Stafford. What, you're going to give him the Ebron fumble?
Yes.
Oh, man. Tough crowd here. Sonny gets a little bitter and angry when he plays the drinking game. Has 9 turnovers in this game combined by both teams. Handoff to Keith Marshall over the right side. Staying inbounds, getting down to the 34-yard line, giving 6 yards on that one. Washington up 19-14, 49 seconds to go. It's a big 3rd and 5. Detroit does have 1 timeout, so if they get a stop and Washington kicks a field goal, they're still down only 1 score, but they'll be doing it with no timeouts.
Yeah, now we're looking at what should still be a competitive Super Bowl matchup, but one that I really think you're missing. A lot of the better teams in NBL, I'm not sure how this will go. Somebody's going to win a title. Somebody new is going to win a title. But really, I think the Detroit Lions are going to look back on this season and think what could have been.
Keith Marshall takes the handoff. The Lions stop him before the first down. And now the Washington Redskins are going to be forced to kick a field goal here. Don't forget, folks, the Redskins missed an extra point earlier in this game. This one is from much farther away. It is a 47-yard attempt. Looking to extend this to an 8-point game as they're looking to kick this field goal with 45 seconds to go. Ball is down. The kick is up. And it is good. And Washington up 8, but Detroit's going to get the ball back. 41 seconds to go. And, well, Sonny, I know you're not a big fan of Matt Stafford right now, but he's got 41 seconds, and he's got his wide receiving core. It's not out of the realm of possibility this team drives down the field and scores a touchdown.
Matthew Stafford is drunk. I'm calling it now.
Get the
breathalyzer on this guy. Get it on him. He's drunk. I have no faith in this man. 40 seconds. Might as well just give him another turnover.
But do you think Matt Stafford is playing the Sonny Weaver drinking game?
He may be on the sideline. Check his water bottle.
Check the water bottle. A little Maurice Claret action. A little Grey Goose in the water bottle. First and 10, ball on the 29-yard line. 37 seconds to go. It's a play-action pass for Matt Stafford. He looks deep over the middle field. He has a man. It is complete. Down to the 46-yard line. Clock down under 30 seconds, and it is running. First and 10. They're hurrying back to the line of scrimmage. Shotguns formation for Matt Stafford. He's dropping back to pass here on first down. Stepping up in the pocket, looking over to the right side. And he has another one. And the Lions looking to pull off the miracle. 13 seconds to go. They're on the 18-yard line. Clock down to 9. They look like they're setting up to spike the ball and have one more play into the end zone. Snap, spike, 4 seconds. Sonny, the impossible, still has a chance.
I think we're going to get a splash play here. I'm just going to call it right now.
You really have no faith in Matt Stafford right now, do you?
Dead to me.
Second and 10, but that is irrelevant. 4 seconds. This is for a Super Bowl berth. Bubba Dillon coming out in motion. 5 wide receivers. Nobody in the backfield with Stafford. He has one shot. Needs to get it to the end zone. Ball on the 18-yard line. Stafford in the shotgun, switching up the play as he surveys the defense. He's going to be dropping back to pass here. He is looking into the end zone. It is incomplete, and the Washington Redskins come away with a sloppy but deserved victory, 22-14.
All right, guys, that's going to do it for the 3rd episode of the Final Minutes. Congratulations to the Washington Redskins. They actually ended up winning NBL Season 24 Super Bowl. You can find that on 365.maddenbomberleague.com. Big shout out to the Kansas City Chiefs who represented the AFC. It was another great game. You can go to our playlist, NBL Live play-by-play broadcast, if you want to find that game in its entirety. This game in its entirety will actually have a link in the description below. So thank you for tuning in. I'm your host, Bomber. I will see you next time. We'll continue to pump out these final minutes of these great NBL Live broadcast games.